Hi guys, my name is Ana Gonzalez Hiraldo, and today I'm going to be talking about Amazon Web Services, better known as AWS. Now I'm going to be sharing some essential knowledge about cloud computing. Cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. This means that any resource that you need will be immediately available to you, and you will only have to pay for what you use for the time that you use it. There are three cloud computing deployment models. We have in cloud based, on premises, and hybrid. And AWS uses a client server model. And in AWS, the server is called an Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, which is better known as Amazon EC2 Instance. And again, you will only pay for what you use, and there's no need to pay anything upfront. In the in-cloud based deployment, you can migrate existing applications to the cloud and design and build new applications there. The on-premises deployment is also known as private cloud deployment, and this will allow you to deploy resources by using virtualization and resource management tools. For the hybrid deployment, it will connect cloud-based resources to on-premises infrastructure. And some benefits of the cloud computing is that you will trade upfront expenses for variable expenses. You will stop spending money to run and maintain data centers, and you will stop guessing capacity. AWS offers auto scaling, and this will either scale vertically or horizontally. Vertically means that if your EC2 instance need more power, it will vertically scale it, so it would add more power to it. And horizontally means that if you need more instances, it will scale horizontally, so it will add more instances to your process. This is a safer way to store your data, and you can store your data in different regions and availability zones. This will increase the speed and agility, and you can go global in minutes. And here are some of the AWS services and what they are used for. So the Amazon EC2 instance will provide secure, resizable compute capacity in the cloud. And as I said, it's auto-scalable, so they can get scaled vertically or horizontally based on the need. We also have Amazon Elastic Load Balancer, and this will take in requests and route them to the different instances to be processed. And this runs at a region level. We also have Amazon ECS. So this is designed to help you run your container applications at scale. And we also have Amazon DynamoDB, which is a fully managed NoSQL database. It offers a fast and persistent key value data store with built-in support for replication, auto-scaling, and on-demand backup. Some of the other known services is Amazon CloudWatch, which allows you to track and monitor the business metrics. It will also allow you to set an alarm for the metric, and you will get different alerts depending on when the metric has been reached. Amazon S3 allows you to store and retrieve an unlimited amount of data at any scale. And the maximum that you can store is 5 terabytes. We also have Amazon Route 53, which is AWS Domain Name Service, and this translates URLs into IP addresses so that the computers can read it. And so this helps the customer to go to the right web location with reliable and low latency. And lastly, we have Amazon Lambda, which is host for short running functions, service oriented applications, or event driven applications without having to provision or manage servers. And now I'm going to show you a quick demo on how to actually build an Amazon Lambda function. Lambda function, and this is a pretty easy process, so let's get into it. As you guys can see, we're in the main page for AWS Lambda, and they have a couple of examples that I wanted to show you guys on how this works. So here, if I click Python, you can see a pretty simple function. And how it works is that an event will occur, and once the event occurs, it will trigger the Lambda function. In this case, it will return a hello from Lambda. So if I click here, we can see the output that we will get. They also have a visual example as well that I'm going to show you guys. And this is pretty cool because this Lambda function have auto scaling. So it will automatically scale up or down depending on the load that is processing at the time. So in this case, we see here that it's a pretty low load. So we only need two functions at the time. But if I were to click here multiple times, it will automatically scale up and we will need more functions at the time. So all of these are different events that can trigger the Lambda function. For example, we have streaming analytics, data processing, mobile, etc. So now we're going to create the function and we're going to go and click on manage functions. In this case, it says manage functions because I already have a function created. But if it's your first time, it will say create a function. So we have to click here. And as you can see, I have a couple of functions that I created. And now we're going to click on here as well, create a function. And they have a couple of options. We can either create it from scratch, we can use a blueprint or a container image. But in this case, I'm just going to use a blueprint because this is the easiest way. And here I'm going to use an hello world function. But in this case, I'm going to use a Python option. So then we're going to name it, let's just a different name this time. Hello world 2. Okay. And so here, if it's your first time, you want to create a new role if you don't have one already. But since I already created one, we're going to use an existing one. And then we're going to select here from the drop down on this one. And this is how it will look like. This is the code for the function. And so then we just have to create the function. And well, this is everything, guys. This is how easy it is to create a Lambda function on AWS. You also have the option to create it from scratch and create the code, but that will take a little bit more time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this demo, and I'm open to feedback. Thank you so much. Well, guys, this is everything for my presentation. I hope you guys had enjoyed it, and thank you for listening. Bye bye.